Happy Aloha Friday, Reality Ohana. Hey, this is your weekly update here at the church, and the reason why we're doing these every Friday or so is just to remind you of some upcoming things, to encourage you, and just to tell you about some important things going on in our church. But before we get into a few announcements, I wanted to read with you Psalm 67. Just to allow this to be our prayer and to allow the Word of God to wash over us this Friday into the weekend. Psalm 67 says, "May God be gracious to us and bless us and make his face shine on us, so that your ways may be known on the earth, your salvation among all nations. May the peoples praise you, God. May all the peoples praise you. May the nations be glad and sing for joy, for you rule the people with equity and guide the nations of the earth. May the peoples praise you, God. May all the peoples praise you. The lands yield its harvests. God, our God, bless us. May God bless us still, so that all the ends of the earth will fear him." Let that be our prayer, and I'll encourage you again to jump into the book of Psalms if you need a place to find God in his word. There's a lot of places, it's all over, but the book of Psalms would be a great place for you in these times. In addition to our house churches that I hope that you are engaging with every Sunday with family and friends and others that go to Reality Honolulu, I want to encourage you to come to our prayer meeting on Tuesday nights and join Ohana groups. There's a whole bunch of different ways in which you can get plugged into the life of the church, even though it's so much different than normal and we're not meeting physically in the same ways as we did. But in addition to those ways that you can get plugged into the church, we do have a really exciting local service opportunity. With all that's going on with COVID and all the changes that specifically the city and county of Honolulu have had to make with the summer programs for all the keiki in Hawaii, so many kids that are either houseless or come from unstable homes aren't able to go in the same way to these summer programs. And what that's done is it's left them needing things to do. It's left them in need of sports equipment and board games and school supplies and just to fill their time with good things, with educational things, with sports, as well as, summer programs would provide food for them in a lot of ways. And so there's a need there as well. And so the Hawaii Department of Education has been doing summer outreaches on the west side, the east side, Waipahu, different areas on Oahu to meet these kids and give out supplies to them, to those in need. And they're in need of more supplies and more support to kind of bolster their stockpile, so to speak. And we're going to partner with them. It's a really exciting opportunity for us as a church to be the hands and feet of Jesus to our community and to our keiki specifically that are in huge needs during this summertime in the midst of COVID. And so if you caught our social media this past week, we did announce it and we gave you some details. If you missed it, you can go to Facebook or Instagram and see that post. But if you want to know where everything is, it's on our website, realityhonolulu.com, under the Serve tab. There's all the info right there of where the drop-off supplies will be, with the address, what kind of supplies we're looking for, and even if you're interested in helping give out these supplies along with the DOE to kids in need. And so, church, not only do we want to make sure that you are cared for and plugged in, but we do want to see God's kingdom come through us, and we want to be the hands and feet of Jesus to those around us. And so I just want to, this Friday, leave you with that there are beautiful things going on in the midst of so much difficulty, and we can really, as a church, step in and meet needs. And so love you, church, and I'll see you Sunday at 10 a.m. for our digital house church. Aloha.